Welcome back to liveformusic.tv, guys. I hope you had a great week. Tonight on the show we've got Zain Mitchlan. He's a young Melbourne boy, singer-songwriter. I'll be on the couch with him soon enough. Claire's going to be on with the music news as usual and her video review. But first, let's head over to Daniel with the new faces on the scene.
Cheers, Nathan. Well, over here in WA, Perth, there's an exciting up-and-coming artist called Caitlin Keegan I just cannot shake at the moment, you know? She's recently joined this band called Boat Show, but what's even more exciting is that she's recently released this video titled Cat. Now, it's just this amazing acoustic video of herself just playing her song Cat, and it features absolutely nothing but herself, her guitar, her vocals against an amazing backdrop of something that just really makes sense, you know, just luscious rainforests and greenery and just everything that really embodies her as an artist. It's such an exciting time to get to know this artist right now because it seems like things are just kicking off for her. But that's what's been happening this week. Back over to you, Nathan.
Thanks, Daniel. Now it's time to head over to Claire with the music news and video review.
New Zealand band The Headless Chickens has scattered the ashes of their late bandmate Grant Fell on stage at an awards show where they received an award for their 1987 album, Stunt Clown, in Auckland. The crowd was shocked and the band have received mixed reactions, with one person saying that they are sure the band meant well and thought it sounded like a good idea at the time. In other news, Kanye West has announced that he will not only be releasing 2 albums this year, but will also be teaming up with Kid Cudi to release a record called Kids See a Ghost. Tell me about me. Mariah Carey has stated that she's begun treatment for bipolar disorder after receiving the diagnosis over 10 years ago. The singer said that she lived in denial and isolation and in constant fear someone would expose her. The artist is reportedly also working on a new album, which is due to be released later this year. And that's it for music news. Today's music video is by Silverchair and Empire of the Sun artists Daniel Johns and Luke Steele. Hot on the heels of their collaborative single No One Defeats Us, Silence is a bold and quirky dance track. Luke Steele said in a press release that Silence is a song which came to us after the Charlottesville riots. It broke our hearts to see the violence and hatred that occurred. We wanted this song to elevate the people, let their voices be heard, and inspire them with courage and bravery. The video is a flickering, eclectic, colourful mashup of close-ups with the band members singing directly into the camera while cast in dramatic lighting. A very interesting clip with a great story behind it. And that's it for my music video review this week.
Thanks for that, Daniel and Claire. Great job as usual. Now it's time for Zain Mitchlan to join me on the couch. But first, let's have a look at his music video, Stand. You're not alone tonight. We're not alone tonight. We can stand together, holding on, and we can be free. I'd like to welcome to the show Zain Mitchlan, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Good to have you here, buddy.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
Tell me, how did that track we just saw, Stand, how did that come about?
It was one of those ones that took a bit longer than some tracks. I actually wrote it probably 2 years prior to recording it, and then finally got it back into the studio, and then, yeah, kind of amped it up because it initially started as a ballad, so, yeah.
Awesome. And tell me, so we saw a bit of the footage from that. It was obviously yourself throughout it. Yeah. Didn't have the bleach blonde hair.
No, stayed in the water a bit too long in that video clip and just didn't get the colour right.
And so tell me parts of that. How did it all work out? Like you were in the water for a fair amount of time.
Yeah,
what was that?
The director didn't like me too much for that side of the thing. He was like, let's keep it simple, this video. And I was like, let's do water. And of course, anyone that does filming hates water because the cameras just don't like it.
Of course.
But we actually filmed it at MSAC, which is the swimming centre in Melbourne. Mm-hmm. And I realised that I'm not that fit. I had to like swim to the bottom and then try and get to the top. And the director would be like, can you just slow it down? I'm like, if I slow it down, I'm actually going to be drowning. And I know that's the effect we want, but I want to make it through the day. So yeah.
This is some method stuff right here.
Yeah, everyone's like, great acting. I'm like, thanks. Really, you know, I trained really hard for that. I was actually trying to get the air out.
Good stuff. But so that wasn't your first track. You've had a song previously. 2 years ago did it come out?
Yeah, so it was prior to that. So it was actually a demo, and and then we literally went as independent as you can go. I invited my friends to my house. One of my mates just started filming, and yeah, so that one was called Let Me Out of Here.
So independently making that, what was that like?
It was actually more rewarding, I feel like, in the end, because you source your own producers, and of course you get to do a lot more networking and meet all different artists as well.
And from your first to your second track, how do you compare?
A lot different. Mainly, my favourite would be Stan, only because that was the first time I worked with a full-on producing team and that sort of thing. So I brought them the song, and I already had a year to kind of play with it in terms of performing live as well. So then by the time I came to the producers, I was pretty clear on the track, and then I loved their spin on it. So,
but guys, there's a bit of a secret here. Zain is not his real name.
No, it's not.
Whoa, he lied to me.
I know. The last date we went on, I'm sorry. I lied. No, it was. So my name's Liam, but I had to change it just there was a lot of Liams in the world. Sometimes you want to keep exclusive. But yeah, so I combined this is very sad, but I combined my 4 best mates' names. So Zach and Dane is Zain, and Mitch and Lachlan is Mitchlan.
There you go.
Yeah, it's corny, but we get through these things.
But tell me, so has music been in your life growing up?
Yeah, well, it initially started with songwriting and just loving music as everyone does. A lot of my family sing as well, so my aunties just sing beautiful, when you're around a campfire, acoustic guitar and just got the best. I just love it. And then my nana, it was actually my great nan was an opera singer as well. Not that I'm an opera singer. I tried. I'm one of those ones that
What do you got? Come on.
That's really embarrassing. We're not at that friendship level yet.
I'll do it if you do it.
I'll do it.
I'll jump. You jump.
Oh God. No, she's not an opera singer. I don't know where you got that from. But yeah, so it's always there. And then I started. So I started, my parents took me to a singing school. I would have been maybe 6 or 7 when they just heard me singing in my room, and then it kind of just grew from there. I was actually scared of microphones. I didn't like them at all, but now I'm obsessed with them. How'd you feel with that one? Sorry, I stole your close-up cam. I just had to. Hello.
I think I'm for real right now.
Good luck editing. But yeah, so I was so fearful of the microphone, and then eventually when I realized that I could be louder and heard, I was like, this is great. And then yeah, it actually started with poetry, with the songwriting. I can muck around a little bit with guitar, but it'd be like one of those things that's you can play the guitar, and I'm like, no, I can play the G chord and the C, and I make a song from it.
I was good as you can play Hot Cross Buns.
Yeah.
I'm good at it though, I'm really good.
Hey, as long as you nail it, and that's fun.
I flaunt it.
Yeah, once a year though, around Easter time, family comes around.
Same thing on the piano. Play well.
Oh, piano, well played. Piano's my favourite instrument.
Oh.
Actually, violin would probably be my favourite, but I don't like it because I can't even make it I just can't make it even a noise that makes any sense. It's just like a screech, and I'm like, you are evil.
Not good.
Yeah.
And you have performed in a few big spots around Melbourne and
MCG, Eddie Hannon.
I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Your face was like, we've actually got someone here.
Jackpot.
Yeah. Take that again. Zoom in. Other camera, turn the mic up. It's fine.
But no, Revolver.
Yeah, so Revolver, and we did a lot. So we had a band probably a year ago, and that was good fun. That was when we were playing it was pop punk, late 90s, early 2000s. That was good fun. So yeah, it was Revolver, Corner Hotel. Cool.
And what's ahead of you now? You got a new track coming out called Lies.
Yeah, Lies. Yeah, and literally in the studio 2 days ago. So it's quite fresh. I've got 2 more days working on it, but it will be released this year, which is really exciting.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to hehearing that.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll have to stay tuned for that. And it's been awesome having you on the show, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Even though you knew.
Thank you for watching tonight's show, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great having Zain Mitchlan on the show, wasn't it, Claire?
Yeah, he was a really funny guy, very quick.
Not as funny as me, though. That's right, isn't it? It's like that. Hit us up on our social medias, guys.
Facebook and Instagram.
And we'll be back with you next week.